Ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, it's the Natural Born Driller, and welcome to New Japan Review, pertains to the new beginning in Hiroshima. And it's not just one night, but 2 nights of it. And this took place in February 10th for the night 1, and February 11th for night 2 of 2021. And basically the same place of the Hiroshima Sun Palace Hall. The first night actually had the attendance of 1,135 in attendance, and we'll get to what happened of the attendance of night 2 once we get to there for these New Japan fans. And let's get right into it. Let's not waste any time. As usual, we're attendance to these New Japan matches. They were from decent, good, best, and some of them was could have been either great, which we'll get to. So we get to the opening match, which it features Suzuki-gun of Minoru Suzuki, El Desperado, and Yoshinobu Kanemura defeating Yota Tsuji, Yayo Yumura, and Gabriel Kidd. Basically, these are young lions. They went up against Suzuki-gun in 6 minutes. In the 6-minute tag match, I meant to say, in 8 minutes in 1 second. Referee stoppage because Minoru Suzuki had Yumura, I'm assuming, in a submission. I don't remember what submission was. I think it was like I think it was either had to be Minoru Suzuki with a single leg yeah, it was Minoru Suzuki with a single leg crab onto Yumura and got the submission win. And there you go, decent match. Then we get to Bushi versus Way to the Grandmaster, and Master Wato being accompanied by Hiroyoshi Tenzan. A special singles match that lasted 11 minutes and 8 seconds. And match itself, it was decent, with Bushi going over with the MX. The MX is basically the code breaker off the top of the second turnbuckle. You know, when you dive onto them and then boom, get into it. This was a match that was been building up since the after New Year's Dash. So and then coming to the here, and Bushi got the win, which I'm glad, because Bushi needs some wins. Because I'm getting sick and tired of Bushi always losing. Then we get to Chaos, which you have the Rainmaker Kasusuke Okada, Toru Yano, excuse me, Hiroki Goto, Tomohiro Ishii, and Yoshihashi defeating Bullet Club, which features the Switchblade Jay White, who's also the Switch King as well. I'll get to more of him later. You also got Evil, the King of Darkness, Yujiro Takahashi, the Tokyo Pimp, the Bone Soldier, Taiji Ishimori, and El Phantasmo. And they were all being accompanied by Dick Toko and Geto. Well, basically pertains to Dick Toko. He's also known as a spoiler, but he's also, he's the one who always being in the corner for Evil, and Geto was always in the corner of Jay White. But this was a 10-minute tag team match. A 10-minute tag team match that lasted 12 minutes and 8 seconds, and the match itself was good. It was insanely good because of the program that they have been building up here. It's Chaos versus Bullet Club to start off the new year of 2020. Of 2021, but it also happened in 2020 as well, where it tends to everything that's happened. But actually, it was 2019 actually went from there, but it started in late 2018 and then blended into 2019, and yeah, okay, and they really haven't much on 2020, so but now it's beginning in 2021. Chaos versus Bullet Club once again. It's been done before, and they're doing it again. This time with different circumstances. But either way, match itself, like I said, it was insanely good. In the Chaos one against Bullet Club. And So the whole thing with Jay White. Jay White, yeah, let's just talk about this. Jay White has been rumored before after he was done from New Year Dash because he failed to win that Wrestle Kingdom to become the double champion against Kota Ibushi. He said he was gonna be done. He said he didn't want to do this anymore and everything, right? And he wanted to leave. Until he what happened with him on New Year's Dash when he lost. In a similar match here, with Bullet Club losing to Chaos, and he took the loss by Tomohiro Ishii, the Stone Pitbull. So it was one of the road to New Beginning, where Jay White returned and he attacked Tomohiro Ishii, and he cut a promo afterwards, you know. So basically, good news is Jay White is staying in New Japan Pro Wrestling, which is great because there's rumors of him that he's going to be leaving to go to WWE, which thank God he ain't, because I guarantee right now, if he went to WWE, they would not know what to do with him. So it's a good thing that he's decided, someone probably convinced him. I'm pretty sure it was Ghetto to convince him to stay, because Jay White is so hot right now with him being the heel, especially with him being a heel in Bullet Club, where I think there was supposed to be a point where they was going to have Jay White, get turned on by Bullet Club, but they decided to go a different direction. I guess in a way he wasn't going to leave either way. I think he made up his mind either way, which is why they didn't do what they did on New Year's Dash. And because the thing is, they also have someone to turn on Jay White or Jay White turns on them, or either way, he's going to be kicked out of Bullet Club. But they decided, because Jay White decided, to stay with them, they decided, just do something different. Because like the whole thing happened with AJ Styles. When AJ Styles was leaving, they did something with AJ Styles got kicked out of Bullet Club by getting beat up by Bullet Club. Basically, that's the way to send him out of the company. Because he was looking to be leaving to go to WWE. AJ Styles. So, and I talked about that before too. I don't remember if I talked about on this review before. I mean on this platform of YouTube, but it made no sense. Well, actually, no, I don't think I did. And if I did, I probably don't have it up there anymore. But I digress. But I thought to myself, it didn't make no sense what happened there because the Good Brothers were also part of Bullet Club as well, and they were involved in that beatdown on AJ Styles, and they left too. And what did they get for their send off? They lose a match and they said their goodbyes. They didn't get attacked by Bullet Club. They didn't get kicked out by Bullet Club. They just left. And I see myself, wait a minute, so why would you do that to AJ Styles? That made no sense at all. And then they finally got to WWE, and I don't expect WWE to make any sense of this either, because WWE doesn't want to mention anything else than themselves, because they want to stroke their own dicks, because they think they're the best thing going on, and nothing else matter. Anyways, so with Jay White now, glad he's here, glad he's staying, but the direction they're going with him, and how he's talking about this, they try to make sense out of this, but to be honest with you, it really doesn't make any sense to me, because Jay White blames Tomohiro Ishii back at 2020 during the G1 Climax, because Jay White, all he needed was one win, that one win over Tomohiro Ishii to advance to be in the finals of the G1 Climax. But Tomohiro Ishii, he won that match to prevent him to win to go to the finals. And yeah, I remember what happened in the finals too of the G1 Climax. Kota Ibushi beat Sanada. Those two made it to the finals of the G1 Climax. And then after when Kota Ibushi won, but she got the briefcase, and that's when Jay White after the match and everything, the press conference after the match, Jay White said that he beat Kota Ibushi at one point. So how about you give me a shot at that briefcase? And Kota Ibushi accepted, and led to Jay White obviously beating him for the title. For the briefcase, which that means Kota Ibushi got screwed up his opportunity there. And by the way, Jay White cheated. By the way, he cheated to get the briefcase. So either way, Jay White still got what he wanted. He still got the briefcase, he still went to Wrestle Kingdom. He still was in the main event of Wrestle Kingdom. And then when we get to Wrestle Kingdom, obviously he didn't get the job done because he lost to Kota Ibushi. Because Naito and Kota Ibushi had the first night of wrestling each other for the double titles, heavyweight and the Intercontinental, and then Jay White, who took that night off, and then second night obviously is the main event where he's gonna get because at this point they'll be tired, and he'll be 100%. So he could have easily just won it, especially with Gedo on his side. So because he didn't win, and then we get to New Year's Dash, Tomohiro Ishii beats him, where basically we all thought that was gonna be it for Jay White, but then he comes back and everything and beats him on Toru Ishii and everything, and then he cuts his promo about this whole thing that you caused me to not advance to the finals of the G1 Climax for me to fulfill my destiny of becoming the double champion. I said to myself, again, makes no sense because he either way, because he still got what he wanted at first when he beat Kota Ibushi for the briefcase, and he still went to the main event of Wrestle Kingdom. So how is this Ishii's fault? This made no sense at all whatsoever. I get what they're trying to do with Jay White and everything. But if you want to make things make sense out of this, just have Jay White say, "Yo, I'm not gonna have my farewell to be be ruined from a loss from Tomohiro Ishii, whoever." If that would have been the case, unless Bullet Club would have won on that night on New Year's Dash, but instead Jay White lost and Tomohiro Ishii won for his team. It would make sense if he would have said, it was gonna be a better send off if I would have won the match instead of Tomohiro Ishii winning the match, and on top of that, Jay White lost that match too. So this whole thing makes no sense. They could have worked some things around that, especially for Jay White. Because Jay White is a great talker. So but that made no sense there. That Jay White said that Tomohiro Ishii is the reason why that I didn't fulfill my destiny. And I see myself, how is that even making sense and all? Like, how's that even his fault? You failed to beat Kota Ibushi at Wrestle Kingdom. It just made no sense to me. But anyways, but that's all I wanted to say. Now we can move on. Like I said, Chaos beat Bullet Club. So nothing changed from there. Jay White is doing the losing side of it. Anyways, then we get to Los Ingobernables de Japón, which was a tag team match. Kosuke Sanada and Tetsuya Naito defeating the Golden Star, who is also the Intercontinental and the heavyweight double champion. Kota Ibushi teamed up with Tomoaki Honma. Tag team match, let's say 11 minutes and 2 seconds, excuse me. And Los Ingobernables de Japón, they won the match. And match itself was good. Then we get to the IWGP Tag Team Championship. That's 29 minutes and 8 seconds with the Tag Team Champions representing Bullet Club. They are the Firing Squad, Guerrillas of Destiny, the good bad guy, Tama Tonga, and the super bad Tanga Lola being covered by Jado. And they went up against the Dangerous Techers, who are representing Suzuki-gun, which is the Holy Emperor, Taichi, and Zack Sabre Jr. Don't know his nickname, really. I don't think he's got a nickname, but it's whatever. But they're being covered by Doki. And the match, basically this whole thing was built up after what happened Wrestle Kingdom, where the whole thing with Tama Tonga had his the iron fingers that was stolen from Taichi from Wrestle Kingdom, and Taichi wants it back. And for weeks they've been doing this whole thing where Tama Tonga was having like a couple of bags with him, like a fanny pack, and then there was a small backpack. All these type of bags, where he's gonna trick Taichi that the golden fingers aren't there, and so not being there, and instead it ended up being some ridiculous stuff like a rubber chicken. I can't remember what else that were in there. Like a bra Oh, I can't remember what else. What else? Glove mitts, baseball mitts. I think it was called. Um, some random stuff that was in there that was not the Iron Fingers. So, and then we come to this match where again Tama Tonga. This time he's got a big bag with a lot of plastic bags that has some stuff in there. And so basically he's Santa Claus. He's acting like he's Santa Claus. I guess Christmas came early in New Japan Pro Wrestling, right? So Taichi once again he fell for it again. There were boxing glove, a mix. I mean a baseball mitt meant to say. I did those I can't remember what was in other ones in there, but there's a lot of ridiculous stuff that were in there. And Taichi at this point is getting way pissed off and everything. He can't take it anymore. But the match, besides that, the match still it was still in process and all that. And this was one of the best tag team matches I've seen. Minus the silliness that they did, but based on how the storytelling it was and all, especially with Taichi, who's obsessed to get his Iron Fingers back, and finally the Iron Fingers did came to play. Finally was being revealed because Jalo brought it there. So Tamatonga got the and there was a referee bump by the way because the Dangerous Techers was going to win the tag belts, but they were stopped. But Tanga Lola, put the referee out to prevent the 3 count. So Guerrillas Destiny could have lost the tag belts there. The God could have lost the tag belts there by Dangerous Techers. And then that's when Jado came out, meant to say, to give the Iron Fingers to them. And then Doki came in there as well. I should mention this too, by the way. Jado and Doki were taking away, basically Doki took away Jado away. That way it could be just the 2 tag teams going at each other. And then that's when they came later on, and almost close to the end. And Doki came out and everything. And so Doki at one point got taken out by Tamatonga with the Iron Fingers. And Taichi did eventually get the Iron Fingers back, but it kept fumbling, and everything. Going to Tamatonga, going to Taichi, all that was going on. And referees finally recuperate. He sees Taichi got the Iron Fingers. So Taichi gets the Iron Fingers. And referee was down again for a little bit. Taichi gets the Iron Fingers and takes out Tanga Lola. And Tamatonga gets back up. And he's like, no, and everything. Referee is up and all that. He sees this. And Taichi hits him with the Iron Fingers, causing a DQ. So Guerrillas Destiny wins, by disqualification. Either way, they're still the tag team champions. So Taichi's going to get ready to kill Tamatonga with the Iron Fingers that he's still got on him and everything. But referees try to stop him, and he gets Iron Finger. I think it was Marty Messias. I don't remember if that's how you say his last name, but so he's trying. So again, Taichi's trying to go after Tamatonga again because he's down on the ground because he's knocked out at this point. He's gonna try to pound him with the Iron Fingers, but still couldn't able to do it. And then someone else came in. I believe it was one of the. Oh yeah, it was Gabriel Kidd, who's a young lion, and he's also playing security out, playing security and attending. That's what the young lions does. When they're outside the ring, where these matches going on, he gets Iron Finger, and then oh yeah, so we get Yoshinobu Kanamura. He was on commentary. He left commentary to go into the ring to stop Taichi. Like, calm down. And he tried, and then Taichi tried to knock him out, because they're together. They're part of Suzuki Gun. But Taichi's is obsessed and everything, and I guess the Iron Fingers is maybe a curse whatever like that is taking over him, know that, where he's losing control, he's losing his mind, he doesn't know what he's doing, and he's going crazy. And Zack Sabre Jr. comes in there to stop him, his tag team partner, to calm down. And then the Iron Fingers finally got released out of his hands, and he's still trying to move and everything, and then also he started slowing down because the adrenaline was wearing off at that point, and the Iron Fingers was not controlling him anymore. and then he collapsed. Wow. Holy cow. That was good storytelling there from Taichi, man. Taichi, he is great. So that's it. They got the Iron Fingers back, but unfortunately they didn't get the tag belts back. So, and then we get to the main event. The main event features the Ticking Time Bomb, who is the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, Hiromu Takahashi, representing Los Ingobernables de Japón, versus the High Voltage Show, representing Chaos. This match lasted 35 minutes and 38 seconds. On commentary, Kevin Kelly said, which probably you had El Fantasma on commentary as well. After he was done resting backstage after his match from earlier. He ends up drawing on commentary with Kevin Kelly. It happened during the tag team match too, by the way, the tag team title match. That's when he ended up being on commentary. So, but he wanted to be on commentary for this match itself because it's about the junior heavyweights, because he is El Fantasma is in the junior heavyweights. So this match, I was gonna say, Kevin Kelly said on commentary, this is the longest IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match ever for these juniors in Japan Pro Wrestling, and it was given to Sho and Hiromu Takahashi, especially to Hiromu Takahashi, because Hiromu Takahashi is one of the most popular wrestlers in the world, not just in New Japan, but other fans that see Hiromu Takahashi, of his personality and everything that he does, everything that he especially just him in Ring of Honor, they love this guy, and he is the face of the IWGP junior heavyweights. So this match was great, fantastic match. It was all about spots, that's what the junior is all about. It's something like the cruiserweights, the X division, whichever have you, which is these type of divisions. And in the end, it was Hiromu Takahashi winning still the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. And then also we get El Fantasma getting in the ring because he wanted to take out Hiromu Takahashi to spoil his victory. Bushi comes out for the save, but then Taiji Ishimori comes out to stop him, so that El Fantasma got his sudden death, which is a super kick, which there's something in that boot of his. I know there is. There's something in that boot of his. I don't know what it could be. Some type of form object that he's got that's either made of steel, metal, or whatever, that's preventing El Fantasma to win his matches like that, and the weakest opponents too as well, and also in the case knocking them out with a super kick. But as he's trying to go for a super kick, Hiromu fights back. Despite with him being in that long, hard hitting match with Sho, he still ends up having some energy in him and to fight back and everything. And Taiji Ishimori trying to stop him, but then he gets stopped and everything. So as I'm seeing all this, with El Fantasma, who's fresh, so is Taiji Ishimori. Both guys are fresh. Even Bushi was fresh. But Hiromu Takahashi, who's a ticking time bomb. Now I love him, I do. But the fact that they show him to be the strong one, and Bushi is the weakest one from there. It wasn't enough for Bushi to always have him lose every time, and they gave him a rub there where they got him a win over on Master Wato. But you still end up making him look like a weak person out of Los Ingobernables de Japón, when he couldn't even take care of Taiji Ishimori and El Fantasma. Hiromu Takahashi did, despite him being in that long match that he had, where he's really lost ounce of energy, and then he found some energy to on the fight back. Ticking time bomb, I guess. I miss him doing that, by the way. I always love him when he does that. He does a ticking time bomb. For whatever reason, he doesn't do that anymore. But it doesn't matter. The way he does things how he does it is still entertaining. But I still would love to see him do that again. Anyways, but yeah, there you go. That was off night one of that from February 10th, 2021. Not for night 2, which the attendance was 2,007 in attendance of New Japan fans. Pertains to continuing of this of the new beginning in excuse me, the new beginning in Hiroshima for night 2. As usual, these New Japan Pro Wrestling matches are from decent, good, best. Hell, even one was great. We'll get to that when we get to it. So there we go. Let's start this off. Suzuki-gun, which it features Taichi, which he finally calmed down, by the way. Zack Sabre Jr. and Doki first. They defeated the Young Lions, which it was Yota Suji, Yayo Yujima. I mean Yumura, excuse me, and Gabriel Kidd by submission. Zack Sabre Jr. Had the submission on. It had to be on Gabriel Kidd. I'm assuming it was on Gabriel Kidd. But it was a 6-man tag team match that lasted 8 minutes and 51 seconds, and it was decent. Next match was a 6-man tag team match again. 8 minutes and 7 seconds it lasted with Tomoaki Hama, Sho, and Master Wato defeating Suzuki-gun, which was Minoru Suzuki, El Desperado, and Yoshimbo Kanamura. It was a decent match, so not much to say about that. Then we get to Los Ingobernables Diablo, which features Tetsuya Naito, Hiromu Takahashi, Bushi defeating Bullet Club in a 6-man tag team match that lasted 9 minutes and 54 seconds against the Tokyo Pimp, Yujiro Takahashi, the Bone Soldier, Taiji Ishimori, and El Fantasmo. And match itself was good. It was good for what it was. Then we get to a tag team match that lasted only 1 minute and 27 seconds. Why? I'll tell you why. Because it was Chaos, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, and Toru Yano versus Bullet Club, King of Darkness, Evil, and the spoiler, Dick Togo. It ended by a double countout. As soon as the match started, they got, they start fighting everything, and all of a sudden they got outside, and all of a sudden, count out. Both teams got counted out. So, Evil is getting to leave because he's done his job there. And Kazuchika Okada has a steel chair and hits Evil with a steel chair in the back from halfway from the stage. And then Kazuchika Okada gets on the microphone and says, let's have a 1-on-1 match, since the tag match then goes as we thought it was planned. So get in the ring, let's fight. So Evil accepts it. So on one condition, if Dick Togo leaves and Yano leaves. So that's like what happened. So it could just between those two. So we get this match. Kazuchika Okada versus Evil. 5 minutes and 40 more seconds it lasted because Dick Togo comes back and Okada wins by DQ. And they beat down Okada. I don't remember if Yano came back out there or not, but the point is, it was Evil did not want to have anything to do with Okada. This had been the program all this whole time after New Year Dash, where Evil is avoiding Okada giving him a singles match. So there you go. And by the way, I was loving the match too, by the way, of Okada and Evil, but then it was too short. So Chaos. It will feature Tomohiro Ishii, Hiroki Goto, and Yoshihashi defending their never openweight 6-man tag team championship in a 6-man tag team match in 27 minutes and 1 second against Bullet Club of the Switchblade Jay White, the good bad guy Tamatonga, and the super bad Tonga Lola, being accompanied by both Jado and Gedo. And this match was great. I love the storytelling of this match where it pertains to Yoshihashi. The storytelling all pertains to Ishii. And on top of that, this whole thing was building up too as well. Not minus the whole Jay White thing, but of his reason why he's attacking he's going after Tomohiro Ishii, and that program is going on. But this also has something to do with Jay White saying that the never open 6-man tag team belts has never been important because 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 with these guys having the belts and all that, it's not catching fire and everything. It's not it doesn't mean anything. But soon as Jay White says he wants to go after it and everything, now it's going to mean something. And he says something. These guys are not deserving of being champions because they're not lighting the world on fire with it. But I guarantee you, if Jay White and Girls of Destiny are the champions, it's gonna light the world on fire because they are the hottest thing right now. They're the ones that are making money. They're the ones all the big monies in Japan and all that. That's basically what it was. This whole build was all about. Because if Jay White cannot be the double champion, that he's blaming Ishii for it. He's blaming Ishii for that. Then he's gonna take away the one of the belts that he's got on, and that is the number Boy 6-man tag team belts. Because in Jay White's mind, he feels like that they don't care about the belts because it's not even being defended that much. That's in his mind. So this match happens. It was a great match, and a shocking upset in this match was that Yoshihashi got the win on Tama Tonga. And I'm like, wow, really? I was shocked. I was not upset. I was expecting Bullet Club to win here. I was not expecting them to retain, and the fact that they retained it was even more shocking. And like, holy crap! I didn't see that coming. So Yoshihashi issued a challenge to the tag team champions since they beat one of the tag team champions. Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi wants a shot at the tag team belts. And that's how it's done. And that's a good way too, folks. And you hear me about this before. I talked about this in Impact Wrestling, AEW. And this type of match, if you beat the champions, that has nothing to do with the titles being on the line. Like what happened with Yoshihashi beating Tama Tonga, who's one half of the IWGP Tag Team Champions with Tonga Lola. If you beat if someone like Yoshihashi beats him, then he can get all he needs to do is find a partner, and then they go challenge for the tag belts. And that's how you do it. That's how you protect your champions when the belts are not on the line. And also pertains to how they got the shot in the first place. By the way, Bullet Club, of Jay White and Girls of Destiny, because there was what was it, like I think it was like a 10-man elimination match they did with Bullet Club and Chaos. So it was Jay White, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Lola with the last guys left. The three finals left of Bullet Club, and Yoshihashi was one member of Chaos left, and they pinned Yoshihashi, and that's how they got the towel shot. Well, actually, Hiroki Goto throwing the towel. Well, it wasn't actually a towel; it was actually a shirt from one of the young lions, which was Ryota Suya, and basically because Jay White, first Tama Tonga with the gun stun. The stun gun, not camera. Yeah, the gun stun, and then going for Magic Killer. And then went for some move. I can remember what move they went, and then Jay White's going to end it with the Blade Runner, but then that's where Hiroki Goto throws it in there to basically to forfeit the match, for Yoshihashi, but it didn't matter anyway because Jay White has no heart and he stood to the Blade Runner anyways. But that's what led to it at the end of the day. And now we're moving forward for Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi, who are a tag team in New Japan, to face the tag team champions in a later date called Castle Attack. You'll hear more about that eventually. And meanwhile, Tomohiro Ishii is going to Jay White. That program's going on. That's going to lead to also at Castle Attack. So yeah, there you go. That was the match, and it was good. Then we get to the main event for the IWGP Heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental Double Championship. 27 minutes and 51 seconds. Excuse me. the Golden Star, who's the reigning champions, Kota Ibushi versus Kosuke Sanada, representing Los Ingobernables de Japón. And this match was great, minus the, I guess, 2 to 3 botches that was made by Kota Ibushi, with some time being a little time being off, whatever. But Sanada was perfect in this match. And in the end, I expected Kota Ibushi to win, and he did. Still a great match though, despite again minus a few botches. But either way, Kota Ibushi is still the winner, is still retained. Still, he's successfully defended the double titles that he won from Wrestle Kingdom, and there you go. He is still God in Japan. And then all of a sudden, Tetsuya Naito comes out. He comes out and he wants to challenge Kota Ibushi. And you're thinking to yourself, he's going to challenge him for both belts. Nope. He's going to challenge him for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Nope. He wants the Intercontinental Championship. The same Intercontinental Championship belt that Tetsuya Naito has been against since, what year that was? Can't remember what year that was. That drove him insane. Where it led to fans turning on him they turned before hand and all that, but the fans turn him insane, and then in the Intercontinental belt being the main event of Wrestle Kingdom on that one year, drove him insane. Drove him insane even more. But I can't remember what year that was. It had to be someone from Wrestle Kingdom 8 or Wrestle Kingdom 7. Either way, if I recall, that year was 2014, 2013 ish, maybe. Either way, point is, the same build that Tetsuya Naito has been against since that day, because he was going to the he was going to be facing the heavyweight champion. Tetsuya Naito was facing the heavyweight champion at the time, Okada. But the problem is, the fans voted for the Intercontinental Championship match to happen to be the main event between Hiroshi Tanahashi and Shinsuke Nakamura. And Tetsuya Naito has been against the Intercontinental Championship belt ever since. He hated the belt ever since then, and he hated the fans too ever since then too, because he felt that the fans turned on him, and the one belt that he was against as of being the main event of Wrestle Kingdom. And unfortunately, he didn't win he didn't win the IWGP Heavyweight Championship belt until the year of 2016, maybe. Can't remember if it was 2016 or not. But either way, that and in that same current championship belt, that Naito at one point throwing it around, tossing it around, breaking it at one point, stomping on it, spinning on it and everything, treating that belt like shit. He literally treated that belt like shit. The way he always drags it, the way he always just throws it and everything, the way he had no care for that Intercontinental belt. And also when he became the IWGP Heavyweight Champion as well, he did the exact same thing with that belt too. Wow, the balls of Tetsuya Naito, But anyway, the point is, Tetsuya Naito wants the Intercontinental belt. Now here's the thing too. Tetsuya Naito. Sometimes I don't get Tetsuya Naito. He's the one that he wanted to do the merging of both belts of the heavyweight and the Intercontinental to happen, and he did. He made that happen. And now he wants to separate the belts now. Now, I'll be fine with that either way, because I'm going for Naito. Spoiler alert there. I'm going for Tetsuya Naito to beat Kota Ibushi to get that Intercontinental belt off of him. That way, both belts can be separated and it can be defended as a singles match for the title, instead of the whole double championship thing. I'm at this point now getting sick and tired of it now. It ran its course. Let's end it now. Let's get that Intercontinental belt onto Naito, please. And it's gonna happen at Castle Attack, by the way. That's good. That's already been made. So yes, Kota Ibushi did accept, by the way. And there you go. That was it. But yeah, great match between Ibushi and Sanada. And there you go, folks. Now, as far as night 1 is concerning, I'm gonna give this one 9 out of 10. And that's for the night 2 one. I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. So I'm not flying around. But my overall in general, I'm gonna go for a 10 out of 10. I enjoy both shows. The night 1, night 2 one was great. They do a better night 1, night 2 showing. Minus a Wrestle Kingdom. But the point is, I'm not saying Wrestle Kingdom was bad. It was still good too. But either way, New Japan Pro Wrestling knows how to do a better on night 1, night 2 events than they do with WWE and AEW and Impact Wrestling. No offense to all you WWE fans, sort of, and no offense to all you AEW fans and Impact Wrestling fans, because guess what? I'm a fan of Impact Wrestling and AEW as well. Fuck WWE. But New Japan Pro Wrestling is where it's at. So there you go, folks. That's all I'm gonna say for there. And with that being said, as a matter of fact, let me do this, folks. Since I'm onto this whole thing with Castle Attack, let me go to the cards of Castle Attack. That's gonna be taking place at February 27th and 28th, because it's gonna be night 1 and night 2 of Castle Attack for it, and it's gonna be happening in Osaka, Japan. So night 1 will feature Hiroshi Tanahashi and Tenkosi, I meant to say, of Hiroyoshi Tenzan and Satoshi Kojima versus the United Empire, which is Will Ospreay, Great Khan, and Jeff Cobb. A 6-man tag team match. A special singles match, Yoshihashi versus the Superback Tanga Lola. A special singles match with Hiroki Goto versus the good bad guy Tamatonga. Toru Yano will defend his provisional Kino Pro Wrestling 2021 trophy against the Crown Jewel Chase Owens in a Texas strap match, or in the way the YRT style Texas strap match. Yeah. Anyways, another special singles match is going to be the Stone Pitbull Tomohiro Ishii versus the Switchblade Jay White, and in the main event of the special singles match, the Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada versus the King of Darkness Evil. And then we get to night 2 for the cards. This is night 2 for the cards for Castle Attack. Tenkosi, that I already mentioned before from that one, but is it again is Hiroyoshi Tenzan and Satoshi Kojima versus the United Empire, which will feature only Will Ospreay and Jeff Cobb tag team match. Chaos will feature Kazuchika Okada, Tomohiro Ishii, and Toru Yano versus Bullet Club, which is Jay White, Evo, and Chase Owens in a 6-man tag team match. Then we get to the Guerrillas of Destiny, Tamatonga and Tanga Lola, defending their IWGP Tag Team Champions against Chaos, Hiroki Goto, and Yoshihashi. That is if Yoshihashi doesn't make it do the first night, because Tanga Lola has threatened Yoshihashi that he's not gonna make it to night 2 once he's done with him at night 1. Okay, next match is going to be Hiroshi Tanahashi defending his never openweight championship title against the Great Khan, and defending his IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship title is Hiromu Takahashi versus Phantasmo. Now, represents this whole thing, Hiromu Takahashi and Bushi are getting the IWGP Junior Tag Team Heavyweight Championship titles match against El Phantasmo and Taiji Ishimori on one of the road to the tag events. So when that happens, we're going to see how that turns out. Now, obviously, I don't see Hiromu Takahashi and Bushi winning because Bushi never wins anything anymore, unfortunately, because New Japan Pro Wrestling's got treated like dirt. And on top of that, I don't see Phantasmo and Taiji Ishimori losing the titles either way because they just won the belts. So, I should mention this too, by the way. It was during the whole road to the New Beginnings. They beat Suzuki Guns of El Desperado and Yoshirobu Kanemaru. It was a main event. And by the way, that was a great match too. And yeah, so they won. And how they won? Well, you take a guess. Phantasmo, his boot, something in his shoe, the super kick thing, sudden death. So yeah, and Taichi was on commentary, by the way, when that until they happened. Anyways, but yeah, Hiromu Takahashi will defend it against El Phantasmo because the agreement was, he'll give him the title shot if El Phantasmo and Taiji Ishimori gives, Hiromu and Bushi the juniors tag team title shots, and they agree. So, and you'll find out all the results of that once we get to Castle Attack, of it. No preview, by the way, of that. So, just saying. And finally, the main event, Kota Ibushi defends his Intercontinental Championship title, IWGP style. Just saying. Versus Tetsuya Naito. And there you go, folks. That's the card. So that being said, I'm done. Thank you all for watching. For It's Natural Born Thriller. Saying to all you, if this is the first time experiencing yours truly right here on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and that notification bell for more future contents, especially your favorites and mine. Taking out the trash series. So, make sure you hit the like button or the dislike button. Either way, thank you for all you spending your time and day by joining along with me, by supporting me, by giving a thumbs up or a thumbs down of it and everything, or just to liking or disliking. You're my you're the reason why I find the encouragement to continue this, and you're my motivation to continue on this and for you all those that really do support me. Thank you. As I try to give you the absolute best content with the Orange Cassidy thumbs up that I could possibly give you. So, also, which is my notification, my information I'm about to say is in the description box, which is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that's there. It's all there. So you'll stay well, stay safe, take care of yourself, everything that's going on in the world, wear your mask, wear your gloves, love one another, God bless one another, live in peace and harmony for us all. So I am out here, ta for now, as I say peace on the streets to all you, and take care.